Hi everyone, it's the 19th of September. Yesterday's FOMC uh, action was quite volatile, and not that volatile to be honest. This is the candlestick. Yes, in the bigger picture, it is so minuscule. And it first rallied with the 50 basis points rate drop, and then came down, trapped everyone, and then rallied again. And it's this golden channel that is our guidance now. It just cleared this red resistance, initially tried, came back down, and now it's definitely broken. It is that red top band will probably, maybe it will cause a pullback, but it is going to be a new all-time high anyway. So it is coming to a new all-time high. And SPX cash is exactly the same. That red resistance is now broken. Initially, it couldn't. It came down. Now you can see this golden channel is our guidance. It stayed inside the golden uptrend. It didn't even touch the bottom band really, and it is now at a new all-time high. Yeah, these were the past, like in July, all-time highs. Then we had a massive correction, and then we went up again, and we are now at a new all-time high. The previous all-time high was 670. We are now at 708. So that's what ES is going to do as well. No escape from that. Dow Jones has been touching new all-time highs anyway, much earlier than anything else. That this level was not a very clean break, but we finally made it. It's that red line, that resistance is going to become our next target. We can remove this red one. We can remove the blue broken bull flag. So the obvious target is that red line that becomes, it's our target, which is going to be at 42,600, 700-ish. On the Dow Jones Cash, it's much more clearer. That red resistance, first in, well, that was in 2022, right? That was almost 2 years ago. And second touch, third touch, fourth touch, and we are now testing it. We're going to be testing it for the fifth time. And of course, as I've been saying, our ultimate target is that blue top band, which is at 43,000. Okay, NASDAQ futures finally cleared this blue resistance, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. The purple sideways channel, it's sideways to upsloping. It bounced off the purple bottom end. Yesterday, this is yesterday's massive action. It came down from that blue resistance. Then we went up, and it has now broken the blue and purple double resistance at the same time, which makes me very confident that we're going to get to the blue top band and ultimately a new all-time high. That is 21,000. And NASDAQ cash is the same, the purple sideways channel and the blue resistance. They are both broken this morning, overnight and this morning, and we may get a back test. We don't have to, because the back test has already been done. Our target is now at 20,000, and it is a potential resistance right there, that blue one. Okay, so we may get the pullback, and then a break to the upside is going to target 21,000. I can remove this blue resistance. Russell obviously is one of the champions. It didn't even budge a little bit yesterday with the rates cut and the black bull flags break, and then the blue resistance break and its back test, and we are now headed to a new high, not new all-time high. A new all-time high would be 2450, which was in November 2021, right? That was 2470 or something. So that's what we need to get to touch a new all-time high. And ultimately, I think if you look at this entire long-term chart, sorry, I'm moving a little bit too much, but this is what we're at. We're going to get to that golden top band and possibly all the way to the blue top band. FTSE is not really doing much. That's typical FTSE. And DAX, look at this. It initially, like yesterday, it was a little bit tricky. Yeah. I was showing on the futures package that this blue support, okay, let's put it in red, okay, and the red support almost broke down. Then we recovered. Then it started recovering back into the purple. You can see there's little, and then pushed on, came back down to touch the purple bottom band again. It touched it, and once again it pushed. And now, this here is a major break that is happening at the moment. You can see the golden channel was broken and back tested, and it was back tested twice. This is another back test, but it's also making a new high. And it is also forcing this blue resistance. This is such a round trip, and I think DAX is going to rocket to 20,000 once this blue resistance is broken. And I think it is breaking. Look at this. That is a major break. This is the high of May. This is the high of August. And we are in September, and we are now breaking that one. The red channel was broken. What needs to happen here is that it really has to, I mean, you can see it is already breaking back into the golden channel. This is very, very strong. A rising resistance breaking to the upside. And not only that, the French index bounced off the red bottom band yesterday. This here is the FOMC volatility. Then overnight, after the opening, it opened up with a massive gap up. It cleared this green resistance. For initially it held, it cleared it. And what's happening here is even more bullish, because that red top band, a rising channel, that was a potential bear flag, breaking to the upside. So the CAC is a long, and I think our target is still at 8,000. It didn't come to 7,300 that I had expected, but it instead, it really, I mean, it is so strong right now, and I think we're going to get to that black and ultimately that blue one, and possibly take that out as well, because this red bear flag is breaking to the upside. It's a buy signal. TLT is slightly bearish now. This is what happens after news. Yeah, if you were buying after Fed's rate cut, that's too late. That's always too late. Only the price action trumps everything. I've been calling for bonds rally since October last year. And if you're doing it now, it's too late, because the price action was telling us that the rally is here, not the price cut. Federal Reserve follows the bond markets, not the other way around. That's what you should know. Federal Reserve is, as they always say, data dependent, and the data is the bonds market, and the inflation data also, of course, is bonds market follows the inflation. And that's why the rates have been coming down since October last year. Yeah, and that's why the bonds have been rallying. So it's too late if you're buying today. The golden support on the oil, so we switch to the commodities now, okay? That golden support, first, second, third, fourth, fifth touch. Now the red top band, is it going to hold? And if it does hold, we come back down once again. Brent oil has broken that purple top band, okay? So that looks bullish now. But of course, we still have this blue resistance rail. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah, the previous high was the back test, and now it's still back testing it. And even though the purple one is broken, I'm going to remove that one from the picture. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, even though that green resistance rail is also broken. Just one more thing here. That last, maybe like there is one more downwards move or a downtrend. This is where it started rally. So this part of the downtrend could be that. Okay, so I'm going to put that in purple color, and then we'll see whether it comes down. Obviously, the green channel is not a channel. Okay, it is not a channel because its bottom band has only one touch. So this was entirely speculative channel. I can remove it from the picture to be a bit more clearer on my thinking. So I'm thinking the purple top band is going to hold and we will come down once again. I'm thinking that. Or if we want to put, let's say, another, again, there is some education here, right? It's this bottom band right there, and we put it parallel to the previous highs of that. So bear with me, please. I'm going to explain what I'm thinking here, okay? So you've got to understand a little bit about trading channels. So there is this part of it that is a trend, okay? Oh, it's not a trend yet, but the purple top band, if it does hold, it becomes a channel to the downside. There is also this one that started, okay, from the highs of April last year, or sorry, this year. Okay, so that one came down without making a new high. That's a lower high, then came down lower low. Of course, if that purple top band holds, then we come down. But then if the green top band holds, that becomes a channel. So a downtrend. So the second touch hasn't happened on the green top band. Okay, that's why I keep it as a speculative downtrend. Yeah, education over. Gold yesterday touched a new all-time high, came back down with the news, and if that blue top band holds, we probably will come back down again. Gold futures chart, that continues futures, you can see first, second, third, fourth. Yesterday's action was obviously very, very volatile, and it touched a new all-time high. Then it came down and broke back into the purple. So I'm going to remove that purple bull flag that was broken because that was entirely volatility, nothing else. Okay. So what we need now is a definitive break of that green top band. And I think we are very close to that. Anything above the highs of yesterday at 2605, yeah, 2605 is going to look very bullish. I mean, it is already very bullish. So, yesterday, one of the members sent me and sent me a chart and said there's negative divergence on the weekly chart. Well, that negative divergence can stay negative, and gold may still keep on rallying. So this is not, I mean, a negative divergence is not a signal. It's a warning, but not really a signal. This year is silver. It is now touching that. It's going to touch that blue top band and maybe come back down. Right? It has already come up quite a bit. Now the blue top band on the futures, continuous futures, yeah, is there, and it's also testing this golden resistance zone, right? Those were the highs of, well, June, July. So those levels, as I said, are not going to be easy to take out. And obviously, I think the most important one here is this blue top band. We have to take that out, and a rising channel to the upside has to be broken for a rally to continuation. Platinum has come up to the test of that purple top band once again, and platinum continuous futures has back tested the golden broken resistance, which held the support, and it bounced. Is it going to get to the purple top band and completely ignore, or is it going to come down and then rally? That remains to be seen. And natural gas has tested the red bottom band, and it's still testing the blue and red. And so far there is no bounce. I said yesterday 22.85. It came down to 22.80, and it bounced a little bit, but it's not really rallying. So it's not really confirming the red bottom band as a support. But I'm going to now be a little bit more naughty here and say maybe we can't be that precise all the time. I think the October contract, if it touches the green bottom band, That's the green support that was broken. That's kind of an internal, that's not a channel, okay? I'm just saying like this could become a support together with the red, and then we rally to new highs, and the level for that is 2280. Okay, so 2280. Now, copper just tested the golden top band, and the black channel is holding. Yeah, this is yesterday's massive shake off, right? Rallied, came down, and then rallied again. The golden top band, the purple internal resistance is broken. This golden internal support, excuse me, purple internal support is holding, right? Ultimately, the purple top band is the target, okay? So it's this golden resistance that is holding right now. So we may come down, touch the golden, and then rally to the 445, 46. That's the ultimate target of copper. And palladium has almost tested that blue top band. So far, it has not really started rallying. Euro, yes, this is yesterday's volatility. Of course, here it rallied first, came down, took out everyone, and then rallied again. The red bull flags breakout is still valid, very much valid, and pound sterling as well. Initially, we broke out, came down, and it's still rallying, and US dollar is coming down. US dollar Japanese yen is going to test that golden top band, and then we will see whether it will come down. Either way, I think there is still big downside all the way to 135, 136. And DXY is breaking the green bottom band for good. This is the spike of yesterday volatility, and now I think we're going to get to that 99.50, and then we got to be very careful. Aussie dollar is now breaking out like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, and the red top band is breaking. This is extremely bullish, okay? And I'm just going to put, this is the high of 2013, right? That's 11 years ago. Just to be one more, like one overhead resistance, one more maybe. I'm just warning. This is just a warning for, okay, those don't count, right? Yeah. It's this green. I'm going to put it in green color, right? But either way, the red and blue double resistance is now gone. And same with Kiwi. Kiwi had rallied, back tested the green support zone. You can see it is now forcing again, and it's at that 63.75, which is where it may touch a resistance. Okay, so to form a giant bull flag, quite honestly, like this is the January high, bottom two, 3 touches here, right? And if we get to that blue top band, we may still see a reversal right there to form a really big sideways action. US dollar CAD is going to come down to break that blue support. It's still holding there. There's not much action on CAD. Okay, now coffee is still above this blue internal resistance. It didn't touch 275 yet, and or maybe 273, 74, that blue top band. But either way, the purple resistance is broken and the black channel is rallying. So a black channel is holding. That means I think we're going to get to 300, 400. It is a really major breakout that is coming our way on coffee. Wheat, inside the red downtrend, that's the continuous futures, and wheat December is now coming down once again. And the only way this can rally would be the back test of the golden broken resistance, and then touch the green bottom band, and then we start to rally. And the green, and that level is 558. That's the level I think we should be looking at, 558 on the current contract, December contract. Soybeans, 1, 2, 3. It is now trying to break that green resistance. This is continuous futures. And soybeans November contract had backtested the purple broken bull flag. This is the spike up, and it's come down to backtested. Obviously, the red supports are holding, really, really strong support. If it starts to rally here, that's when I think it's going to get to 1040 without breaking into the purple broken bull flag. This year is cocoa, corn, and this is the green downtrend that we have. A December contract, you can see the blue resistance rail couldn't be broken. The red top band held, the red bottom band. If the red bottom band breaks, this is a kind of a spin up sideways channel. If the red bottom band holds and we get to the red top band, we can really buy that breakout. But of course, if this red support breaks, I think corn is going to come down in the December contract. And cocoa, this support zone is holding, and the December contract is at the blue resistance rail. Okay, so we'll see. Sugar, it has made a massive move, really massive move. And you can see the October contract, it's really big, right? This green veg is broken, and there is nothing stopping it apart from that here. That's the obvious target now for the October contract, right? Now, I mean, if it gets to that level, maybe pull back. And on the continuous futures, yeah, it's rallying, obviously, but I'm now going to put out something in terms of a bull flag. So if that red top band holds, we pull back once again to form the red bull flag. And the level is going to be around 22 or just under 22 possibly. And cotton hasn't really, it's not really going yet. Possibly it wants to break this green resistance as well to start to rally. Okay. Now, big move by Bitcoin. I explained to you yesterday that Bitcoin has to break this red resistance to start to rally really for good. And this year, this is the high of August, right? And this year is the high of August. This is July, end of July, end of August. That red resistance or the blue resistance is at 68,000, 69,000, and it has to get to that 69. And I think there is a very good chance that it will now get to that 69,000 and force that red resistance to break. And moreover, Ethereum has broken out. Ethereum, without breaking this green support and the blue, it has now broken that purple resistance rail, which is extremely important, as I said yesterday. Now, the obvious target, initial target, is the 2400. Excuse me, that green top band at 2565 or something, right? Maybe 2600, it gets there. Of course, this may turn into a bear flag, so the green top band has to be tested. There are so many serious overhead resistance levels, okay? So if it gets there, then the red one, then the red support resistance zone, then the golden top band. It's really a tough game for Ethereum, but yeah, we'll see. BNB has to stay inside, yeah, this red channel, and it has to get going. Solana is inside the golden bull flag and the purple uptrend, okay, or potential uptrend. It may touch the purple bottom band and then rally. Clearly, the golden bull flag is extremely bullish, unless it breaks to the downside, of course, but it has to. I think it will break to the upside eventually. And Monero is now getting very close to that breakout level at 180, 185. Ripple has to break that blue resistance at 65.70 cents. Fetch AI, look at this. Now it has broken that blue resistance. It's out of the golden bull flag and it's inside the red uptrend. And minimum target is that fall right? Or actually 4.5, 4.6, that green resistance rail. But actually, it could also get to the red and blue, which is at 15. We're at 1.5, so 10x trade here. Data has to break the golden downtrend. It hasn't done that yet. OM hasn't done much yet, but it's extreme relative strength it has been showing. Dash is forcing that red resistance rail, and then we'll see whether this giant wedge can be broken. And Dogecoin is inside the green bull flag, may touch the golden bottom and rally. Phantom is, of course, running because of the blue bull flags break and the purple resistance. And is this CAS 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It has to break that green top band to the upside. PAL has to break that purple top band to the upside to rally. And Pepe has to break the green bull flag to rally. I was thinking maybe it wants to test the green and golden first and then rally, but we will see. I think there is more upside for this one. And Jasmine is inside the blue bull flag, and it's inside the green uptrend. So maybe touch that green bottom band once again. It doesn't have to. Get to the blue top band and break it. Yeah. And last one is Aave, which has to break the red giant sideways channel. Okay, above 165. Venri, blue downtrend, Zcash, not much to say actually, to be honest. Yeah, ACH is breaking this golden resistance now. So this is looking slightly more positive because this here is a wedge. Yeah, this green support was broken, but the wedge here is going to be broken to the upside, which may take us to that red resistance zone right there. And that's 5 cents, okay, to get there and break it to the upside. All wishful thinking, really. TIA is up 15%. Ooh, look at that. It just touched that red top band, and this here is looking extremely, extremely interesting because, so I'm going to put that as well right here. So if it breaks the red and it doesn't really stop at the golden, then TIA is going to start to run big time. So I'm going to put TIA up there. All right, guys, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.